Here we go. We got the overreactions of the Miami Dolphins losing their wild card game against the Kansas City Chiefs. So let's get into it. Let's dive in and let's make no excuses. All right. First of all, let's go over how the game turned out. Obviously, we lost. No excuses to be made. They were the better team. Um, Tua was 20 for 39, 199, one touchdown, one interception, two sacks. Patrick Mahomes was 23 of 41, very similar percentages, 262, and one touchdown, no interceptions, and no sacks. In the running game, we had 76 yards, they had 147. And guys, this was the whole point of the game. Were the Dolphins going to be able to run like they normally do 150 yards a game? Instead, the Kansas City ran for 147. And when you look at the game objectively, you see Patrick Mahomes sat back there with no pressure. Okay. So we can talk about how Tua didn't get it done. We could talk about everything. But bottom line is, Patrick Mahomes sat back there and he was just taking 10-step drops. Nobody near him. We were blitzing like crazy, just trying to get some pressure. But when you blitz, what happens? You leave the wide receivers in very, very bad situations, a lot of crossing patterns. Um, it was not the game we intended, but like I said, you can't do it if you're rushing seven or eight. You have to be able to get pressure with four, and we can't do that with fifth string defensive ends. But again, Kansas City Chiefs won. They were the better team. Um, the stats don't lie. They ran the ball, and we didn't run the ball, and that was the secret to a minus 30 wind chill temperature game. Um, here's what everybody's asking about the future Dolphins and this and that. Listen, guys, we have the core of a good team. What concerns me is just the cap, right? Do we have enough available money and space to be able to hold on to these players? We need to have a killer draft. Um, we There's no doubt in my mind, just looking at Tua and what he's able to do, that he is the right man for the job. Last year, the whole conversation was, can he stay healthy? He's able to do that now. You can tell that he looks stronger. He looks like he's getting bigger and stronger. And so I'm expecting this year, since he's already taken care of that part of the injury bug, this year in the offseason, he's going to be dialed in to make the necessary changes to pick up his game to the next level. So my expectation is Tua next year, instead of getting 4,500 yards, he's going to get 5,000 yards. He's going to end up with 40 touchdowns instead of 28. He's going to take it to another level. I'm expecting nothing less than that. And if we can be fortunate enough to have the depth that we did this year, I know for sure we'll get to the playoffs. The question is, can we get the lucky bug and stay healthy and make it to the playoffs with a healthy team, especially on the defensive side? I mean, no middle linebacker, no starting quarter, no defensive ends. Like, come on, guys. Let's be realistic of what really went down. Patrick Mahomes did not have that much time in Germany like he did in this game. And the defense, even with all that, they held ground and held the Chiefs to a bunch of field goals. So, but it's not a recipe for success. And I don't know what went wrong with the running game. We got to get that figured out and be able to run in January. We got to be able to run in December. We got to be able to run in these cold weather games. I know we're going to address that in the off season. But again, hats off to the Chiefs. No excuses to be made here. We lost fair and square. They both had to play out there in the cold, and we just didn't have enough firepower on defense to be able to hold up and make it a game where we didn't have to go for it on fourth down every time. Um, we just we got outplayed, we got outcoached, we got you know this is what happens when you lose the first seed, when you lose the second seed, as somebody else mentioned, and when you lose the conference, right? You don't get the home game, and this is the result of it. So uh, that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Um, and I expect us to come back and be stronger than ever. I'm still proud of this team and proud of what they were able to achieve this year. Um, Everybody expects like we should have won the Super Bowl, and that was a realistic point of view. But guys, there's only going to be one winner at the end. It won't be the Dolphins. It's might not be the Chiefs for sure. I think, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the playoffs. Stay tuned. Um, like I said, we need to come back and reinforce our team and get it done. And I have confidence that we will. And so, for all you true Miami Dolphin fans, stay positive, um, and let's move forward and try to fix some of the things that we didn't get done this year. Um, with the draft is going to be critical, and the off season is going to be critical. Let's see what happens. Um, so 26-7, Dolphins lose in the playoffs, second year in a row. I'm, you know, I live. I've been a fan for 40 years. I've watched this team not make it to the playoffs for 10, 15 years at a time. Come on. 2 years in a row in the playoffs. This is a step in the right direction, guys. We gotta be look at this objectively, not just with being greedy. And we gotta know that this is a process, and the Dolphins have to continue to get better next year. It all starts with Tua. It all ends with Tua. So let's see what happens. See what we can do, and stay positive, guys. Uh, Fins up. And again, if you want to win two Super Bowl tickets absolutely free, hey, all you have to do is subscribe and join our team here at Fin Sports Podcast. And we have more stuff coming in, down the pipe. We got some merchandise that will be given away. We have shirts, cups, you name it. It's all coming down the pipe. And I look forward to being able to grow with you guys as we continue to watch the Miami Dolphins and their journey to the promised land. Without further ado, guys, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Uh, Peace, and may God bless you guys. Thanks.